show you how to set up a new meeting in Microsoft Teams and then set it so that you are the only presenter. So what we need to do is to go to Microsoft Teams in a web browser. This will not work on a mobile device like a phone or a tablet. You have to do it through a web browser like Google Chrome. So what we're going to do is go to, as I said, the calendar section of Microsoft Teams. I'm going to click on New Meeting and I'm going to set up a meeting. I'm just going to call this one Test Meeting. And I'm going to now select a channel to add it to. You can add attendees as you see fit. You can add people as you see fit. But the easiest way, if you are trying to work with a class or an academic department, for example, is to add a channel. So what I'm going to do is just look for the class or the channel that I want to use here. And it's this one. I'm going to click on General. So now everybody who is in this class will receive this meeting notification. Now, I can, if I want to, set this to repeat daily, weekly, monthly, whenever it might be. So if you've got a class or department meeting that occurs on a regular basis, you can just set this up to repeat, and therefore you would only need to set this meeting up once. So what I'm going to do is just choose a time. We'll go for 12 o'clock today. You don't have to use the half-hour increments that are here. You can change this to any time that you want. So we can add a location if we want. We can add in details for the meeting if we want to. If we want to put in an agenda there, for example, or an outline of what we're going to do in the lesson, we could put that in there if we want to. So we've got the title, we've got the class that we're going to add it to, we've got the time where it starts and it finishes, and I'm going to go send. Now, what will happen? This sometimes takes a little bit of time just to sync to the calendar. But hopefully that will happen in a couple of seconds. If it doesn't seem to happen, sometimes it's a good idea just to click on something different and then go back to the calendar, and usually it appears. Now, if we click back on that meeting, we've got an option up at the top here that says Meeting Options. So if I click on that, what will now happen is that it will give me two options. First one here is who can bypass the lobby. I'm just going to leave that as people in my organization, and then who can present. Now, if you are having an academic department meeting, for example, you can leave this on everyone so that everybody can contribute and share in that meeting. However, if it is in a class and you want to maintain control of that class, so that only you can mute pupils or send them out of the meeting, then change it to only me. So if you've been having issues with students maybe muting each other or kicking each other out of the meetings, then definitely change this to only me. I'm going to set that to save. And now if I go back to that meeting, all of that information should be saved in there. And everybody in that meeting will be able to join, but I'm the only one who will be able to control that meeting.